Welcome to CUC Clarence Valley. Join me today as we talk to some Clarence Valley locals and learn about their educational journeys. Come discover your future CV.
My name is Kelly Harrison. I'm a high school teacher turned business owner, and my business is called Languages Roadshow. So I run professional development and create resources for languages teachers. So my background was as a Japanese teacher, and now I do things like run online courses and conferences for teachers. And I also have a job as a textbook author and as marketing manager for the publisher that I write for. So I studied a dual program, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Education at the University of Queensland, St. Lucia. And the most important thing that I did during that 5 years was that I went on exchange for a year. So I did a year of my Bachelor of Arts program at the University of Kitakyushu, which is in, I guess, a fairly regional part of Japan. It still had a population like the size of Brisbane, but it was considered to be like country Japan. And I did a year of my degree there. And if I hadn't have done that, I can't see how I would have been able to do everything else, because that year abroad really just lifted my Japanese proficiency. It meant that when I came home, I could pass my Education Queensland proficiency test, which got me my first job, which got me my second job, my third job, and then has allowed me to do all of these other things after teaching, because my Japanese was good enough and I got to have these great experiences as a teacher that gave me these ideas for the next step. Another skill that I've used in every job since finishing uni is definitely just communication skills in general. Whether as a teacher, that was obviously like communicating a message to students, communicating with parents, with my colleagues. As I got a little bit more experienced, I started doing like conference presentations. So I needed to be a good presenter and a good communicator in that way. And now my job is trying to sell my own products and, sell the textbook that I've written. So I'm constantly trying to work out how I can communicate a message in a way that is compelling and persuasive, but also short enough to hold people's attention. So communication is at the heart of everything that I do in my own business and in my paid job as well. I think something unique to students in the Clarence Valley is that slight isolation from a capital city can breed creativity and innovation. I think sometimes when you are a little bit further away from the city, you have to think of some more creative ways to use your skills. But I think that's exciting. And I always feel so lucky that we ended up moving here to the Clarence Valley, because it took me on a whole different career trajectory. So I'm excited to say I have 2 university degrees now, very recently completed my postgraduate study. And I have had some barriers to study both times around, but they've been very different. So when I completed my undergraduate degree at the University of Queensland, I was the first person in my immediate family to go to university. I didn't think about that at the time, but it's something that upon reflection I've realised is quite significant. And it makes sense to me now why I struggled so much with that jump from high school to university. Because I'd had no one in my family to talk to about it. I had no idea what to expect. And I found those first few years at UQ really quite challenging, both personally, academically, socially. It was just so different to high school. And I had felt so safe and at ease at high school. So I'd say that lack of family experience was something that was a big jump for me. But when I did my postgraduate study, I felt a lot more confident academically because I'd, had that earlier experience. But as a postgraduate student doing my Master of Education through Curtin University, I was studying online, so that was a different challenge. But also I had 3 kids and a job. I was also supporting my husband in his business. So I just struggled with finding the time to complete my studies and also finding a quiet place to do that. So for me, having somewhere like the CUC just made a massive difference to my ability to complete my postgraduate study. If it was just up to me doing it at home, I'd probably still be doing it. But thanks to this environment where I could, just have a chat with someone if I wanted to, but mainly I had a quiet place to work. It just really helped me overcome that barrier of a mum with a job trying to complete postgraduate study. My advice to students considering further study would be choose something that you're interested in now. You don't have to choose something that you think you will be interested in 20 years' time. Follow your interests at the moment and see where that takes you. I could never have imagined that my Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Education would end up seeing me working as a marketing manager, but I had to do that to get to this point. And it gives you, whatever you do is going to give you a really unique skill set, and whatever you do will lead you to a job or an opportunity that will help you work out what you want to do next.